The outgoing U.S. administration plans to conclude special legally binding agreements on military cooperation, both with Ukraine and Georgia, before Barack Obama's inauguration next month. That's according to an undisclosed source. It's reported that the Bush administration is trying to make deals with Presidents Yushchenko and Saakashvili while they're still in office. Both leaders have been losing popularity at home recently. We were told that these agreements would leave the next administration no choice but to continue the current U.S. policy in the region aimed at confrontation with Russia. They also mean that both countries will be involved in NATO structures, despite the opposition from some member countries. Peter Lavelle, our political commentator, is in the studio now for some insight into this story. So is the U.S. making a final push to get Ukraine and Georgia into NATO?
Well, it certainly looks so, and I guess we shouldn't be surprised by the kind of people that are behind this. I mean, George Bush, after all he's done to wreck America's foreign policy and really to hurt Russia's interest, legitimate interest in its own neighborhood, to have them do this, it's just a death of outrage. It looks like they're going to try to get them through the back door, as it were, and this is going to be very, very dangerous because, just as you pointed out, this is going to try to tie the hands of Mr. Barack Obama, which, what will happen is that Barack Obama might say, well, this is not what I really want to do, but it's going to be very difficult for him to back down. He doesn't want to look weak. Everyone will say the Russian bear scared him. People were saying there's going to be a provocation against Barack Obama. Yeah, it's coming from the Bush people.
So you don't think he'd be able to overrule this in any way?
Oh, sure. You could come in and say, look, this is not going to be our policy here, but that's all PR right now. What they want to do is create a fait accompli. And we know that the American administration has pushed very, very hard. It's divided NATO very much over this issue, and it's alienated Russia. So it's been a no-win situation all the way to the very end, and now they're going to do it unilaterally. Unilaterally again. This is Bush's foreign policy to the last second.
And NATO says it's built on the principle of democracy. Would you call this democratic?
Well, from what we know, the people in Ukraine don't know much about this. People in Georgia don't know much about this. The NATO countries voted on this. They said they don't want to give them maps to get them into the alliance. This is so undemocratic on every single level. It beguiles logic and even morality at the last second to do this kind of thing. We'll see as we get more details on it. But, this is something that is very destabilizing for everyone involved. Mr. Saakashvili is doing it behind the back of his own people. Yushchenko is facing impeachment, and now we have this, the last straw. This is really quite amazing. We'll see where it goes, but we shouldn't be surprised, I guess.
Okay, as you say, we'll see where it goes. Thank you very much for coming in and discussing this. Peter Lavelle, our political correspondent.